Wiltshire-based waste disposal, plant hire and civil engineering company MJ Church have today pioneered the launch of one of the world's first all-electric commercial waste disposal vehicles, an investment of almost £500,000. Let's have a look at what has led the company to decide to make this investment, what it means for the businesses and the people of the South West, and what it is that makes this truck so special and so significant. Over the past few years, various studies have shown the harmful effects of poor air quality on people's health. And as people have become more and more aware of this, the clamour for change has become ever greater. Urban centres obviously suffer most from this, with traffic congestion, high numbers of vehicle movements and high population density, all causing the levels of harmful emissions to far outreach safe guidelines. Studies have identified the most prevalent and harmful emissions are nitrogen dioxide and fine particulate matter 2.5. And the vehicles that create the highest levels of these are, of course, the large diesel engine commercial trucks and buses. Here in the West Country, the cities of Bath and Bristol, under pressure to meet government legislation for lower levels of harmful emissions, have decided that now is the time to take meaningful action and are leading the way nationally in introducing low emission zones. I spoke to Metro Mayor Tim Bowles about the importance of reducing levels of congestion and pollution.
Well, what's happening across the region is we're rising to the challenge of decarbonising transport, decarbonising the way we live and work. And it's a really important time for all of us because the government is taking the lead, but we as the region and the councils are working together on how we can address this vitally important challenge that faces all of us for our futures.
What are pollution levels like in the cities at the moment then?
Pollution levels in both our cities, our towns and on our main roads are rising. And that's why it's really important that we're all taking action now to start addressing those. We're seeing the introduction of clean air zones in our two major cities, but real measures through our towns and our main roads to reduce that air pollution and emissions from vehicles.
Now, I know people will want to know, but what do these changes mean for the road users?
What we've got to do is work together here. So whether we're individuals in our cars, whether it's our public transport or our commercial fleet, we've all got to work together because we're going to have to start using cleaner vehicles. So there are bound to be challenges, there are bound to be additional restrictions that come into place that are going to face every one of us as individuals, public transport and as commercial vehicles.
So Tim, what is your hope for this pioneering scheme in Bath?
Well, I'm really proud that as a region we always take the initiative, we always lead. We're famous for using innovation and new ideas. And what we're seeing here is the way that we're combining additional investment in cycling and walking, in how our public service and buses are introducing cleaner fleets. And that's why I'm so proud that MJ Church are stepping forward and leading the way in showing how commercial operators can invest in really modern technology, modern machinery and vehicles, and we can become an exemplar then and show the rest of the nation how we here can lead the way.
Here at MJ Church, they're taking the issue of emission levels in our cities very seriously. I asked Tom Church what was behind their reason for making such a major investment in such a game-changing new technology.
MJ Church has always been important to us to be early engagers of new technology, and when we saw the opportunity to invest in this truck, it was just obvious for us. And being a business for local to Bath and Bristol, we were very aware of the clean air zones that were coming in. So people's health is a massive thing to us, and wanting to invest in this new technology that would lower our emissions generally, it was just an obvious choice for us to get involved with Electra.
So what type of service do you provide to the community?
We offer a waste collection service to various businesses and schools in and around towns and cities. So it's important to us to give a sustainable and environmentally friendly service as much as we can. It's in the interest of all of our customers and also in the communities that we work in to be socially responsible. And this was a great opportunity to do that. We know as well that it's important for our clients that they want to create as little environmental impact as possible, not just for us.
So, what was it like deciding to make such a huge investment to develop this technology?
Yeah, it was a big investment, but I think we have to get on board early, and any future proofing of the business is always going to be a big investment for us and also for our customers as well, just to be able to be a part of this journey with us and offer them something different, especially being around the clean air zones like we are now. It was just a great opportunity.
Well, I have to say, it's fantastic to see that you've chosen to work with a British company. So, was that always a given?
I don't think it's always a given, but the opportunity was there with Electra. They were based in Lancashire, they were local, they had great technology. We looked at various models of this, and these guys seem to be at the forefront with it, which is just fantastic for us because they're not too far away, and we can develop the product with them, which was great. For example, a fantastic safety feature of this cab that we're sat in now is that it's much lower and much more visual. You've got a lot more glass in here, so there's a lot less blind spots, which is great for pedestrians and cyclists, and works well in a city centre. So it's specifically designed to be worked in a city centre. The great thing about working with Electra was that with our engineers and their engineers, we were able to develop this product. Their experience in the waste industry and our experience has been a great collaboration.
As you heard from Tom, it's fantastic that they decided to work with such a forward-thinking company. I asked Lee Goodland from Electra NRG what the main challenge was in producing the truck and how the two teams worked together.
Electra's mission was to provide zero-emission, zero-noise, 100% electric vehicles specialising in the waste and the construction sectors. The world's ever-changing, and COVID certainly has brought around a real change and shift in companies' thinking. And companies now are trying to develop on their strategies of sustainability and reduced emissions, and are also seeing a real push by cities centres like London and Bath, which is forcing people to adopt a different strategy and a different way of working, and we're really proud to be able to help them deliver on those goals.
So, what have the challenges been to deliver what MJ Church wanted to achieve? How has it gone?
So MJ Church were really specific about a number of challenges. The first one being to provide a vehicle that can be propulsed by electric technology, which in itself is a real challenge. The harder part really is to make sure that the vehicle can carry out 200 lifts a day of bins around a very undulating environment in Bath and Bristol city centres, and also to compact that waste, and at the end of the day to reject that waste, which is around about 10 tonnes. So obviously that takes a lot of battery power to be able to do that. So for this, we use our own in-house ePTO system, which means we can take electrical energy and power hydraulics. So what that means is that we can not only power vehicles such as this, but other vehicles in other applications such as gritters, spreaders, refrigerated vehicles and many others.
How well are the companies working together on this project?
We've collaborated exceptionally well. It's been really good and it's been a really fun journey. And what we know, the testing has been fantastic and acceptance has been very, very high, and we really have enjoyed working with MJ Church and the team. What we've learned through testing is that this vehicle will save around about 6 tonnes of CO2 being emitted into the atmosphere per year. So that equates to around 36 trees per year that this vehicle is going to be in operation. So if you think about it, 10 trucks over 10 years, we're building forests with MJ Church.
So, now that the first MJ Church Electra waste disposal vehicle has hit the roads, what does this mean for the customer? We thought we'd ask Mike Gearing, a franchisee operator at McDonalds, who are a very important customer for MJ Church. When did you first become aware of the low emission zone plans, and what impact did you think it might have on your business?
Well, as I live local and I do business in Bristol, I was very aware of the plans, and I was concerned from a business point of view how it would affect deliveries and also waste pickups, and we need an efficient waste pickup within our business, and we've relied upon MJ Church for quite some time. From a social point of view and a community point of view, I was quite pleased. McDonald's, we do have quite a strong social responsibility. We run our delivery fleet on our waste cooking oil. We have an in-house recycling program, and the restaurant we stand outside here runs part of their electric on solar panels on the roof. So we support these sort of initiatives, and more importantly, we're within this community, so anything we can do to reduce the negative impact on that community is a win.
What do you see the business benefits being as a customer?
Well, as a customer of MJ Church, we share in the reputational kudos of the investment that MJ Church have made, and a considerable investment in their new equipment. This is the future, and we are a very forward-looking brand, and it's just great to be partnered with a company that also has that forward vision.
It isn't just commercial and retail businesses that the truck will serve. It also provides waste collection services to hospitals, retirement homes, schools, and all sorts of other vital service organisations. I'm here at King Edward School in Bath, where I caught up with Head of Estates and Facilities, Ian Swan, and asked him how this new technology will benefit the school.
We think it's brilliant. It's vital for the school. We have a clean, efficient and effective waste collection service, but more importantly, it's the health of our community that's our concern. Technologies such as this is used in this vehicle allows the school to reduce its carbon footprint and air pollution. So MJ Church using it here is fantastic for us.
So, I think you'll all agree, we've heard a lot of very positive thoughts about this new technology and the benefits it will bring. Let's close with a final word from Tom Church about what the future could hold.
Well, I think more towns and cities will see the impact that the clean air zones had in Bath and Bristol, and will want to get on board with that. And for our clients, I think that there's they're always going to want a good service, which we're always going to try and give. But what we can offer now is a cleaner service that, for them, they can be happy in the knowledge that we are doing everything we can to protect the environment and work to the clean air zones that we're working in. What's also great for our clients is we're offering 96% recycled refuse bags and bins, which is just great for them.
So, what does the future hold for other developments with Electra?
Well, we've got lots of opportunities with Electra. We want to buy more electric trucks going forward and run more and more of them on the road. We've got other technologies in other vehicles that we want to develop with them. So lots of opportunities for us. The future for MJ Church is definitely electric.